So we're having question and answers. There may be questions you have. So today, you know the business you are in. Today, for example, we have a meeting by 6 p.m. We have prospects to invite. How you invite prospects, how you meet prospects, how you follow up, how you present, how you close, how you set goals and drive. These are actions you need to take. Are your actions efficient? Are your actions coming from, let me shall do it? Or are they coming from, this is my vision, this is my goal, this is what I want to manifest, and this is the daily action that I must take efficiently to make it happen? Am I operating based on that? Have I burnt it into my consciousness? Is it real to me? Okay, have I taken it away from the paper into my subconscious? Am I in my spare moment, thinking about the things I want to accomplish, the things I want to do? Because this is the only way you can form what you want to be created. And the only way you can receive it is by taking the energy from that vision, from that gratitude, from that already accomplished reality into your daily activity. Okay, so somebody in the house wants to say, I will prospect better, I will present better, I will invite more, I will be more passionate, I will get more results. Because guess what? It will be hanging in the air if my action is not available to receive it. Okay, and whatever it is you're doing is the picture of the end that begins to manifest, that make you do what you need to do. The Bible says about Jesus, for the joy set before him, he endured the cross despite his shame. That what makes you able to pass through the highs and the lows and the mid-play is a very strong joy, okay, held ahead of you. So for the joy set before him, the joy was not in the future, the joy was set before him. It meant it was burnt in his consciousness and subconsciousness. The joy was a living reality of a redeemed humanity. And because the price that it would take to go through that was going to pass him through all sorts, he was willing. So he was wealthy in that he had enough stamina to receive the pain, because the pathway to his accomplishing his purpose was pain. So I'd like to take a few questions very quickly today. I have some questions already popping in. It says, please, can you give a bit more clarity to this statement in Japan 8? Is it wrong to apply your will to other men and women in order to get them to do what you wish? Okay, good. So let me shed light on that. What this is saying really is, there are people who really want to bully others, who want to make other people love them, and there are sciences that actually help you to want to control people, that wants to help you to manipulate people, that wants to help you to use your will to will somebody else into action. And there are occultic practices that actually do that as well. Okay, where you want to do some level of hypnotism or some kind of transcendental meditation to get people to fall in love with you, to get people to follow you without asking questions. There are all sorts of sciences and also, psycho blah 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 to do those kind of things. What this book is saying is, you don't need to use your will for that. Okay, and of course it's in alignment with the truth as well, because even God doesn't interfere or interfere with our ability to make choices. He has given us independent will, so why should we not give others independent will? Yeah. So what he's saying is, yes, don't use your will. Some people can use force. As an employer, for example, you can say to an employee, nope, this is what you did to do, this is what you did, and enforce and say, this is my will, it's either my way or the highway. He's saying, do not use that force. Do not use even mental force. Do not use your mind and your will to impress and direct another person. Use your will on yourself. Okay? If you are dealing fairly with people, offering them more value than they receive in cash, everybody will see that what you are trying to inspire them to do or instruct them to do is a good idea. They will use their own will for themselves. So he's saying, don't use your will to control other people. Don't get into any occultic practice or any hypnotic practice that allows you to override the will of others. God doesn't override our will. We shouldn't override other people's wills as well. Dr. Fumi, I hope I have answered that question. Any other questions? If you have a question in the house, something is not clear, it's not sitting well with you, you're feeling spooky about something, I like to know what it is so that we can address it. Okay? I like to know what it is. Any questions? Any questions at all? Are you in the house? Is there a question? And if you want to type it, you can type it. If you want to raise up your hand and ask it, I will give you volume so that you can ask it. Okay, so yes, I've answered. Okay, someone's question is, what is the code again? The code is there in the mirror. It's 1,000, 11,000 today. On the issue of clarity, how do we draw the line in having just handouts? Charity. Good. So, the idea is the more you involve yourself around charity and poverty and those things, the more there's an image being reinforced. The author opines that every time your mind veers off the course of the vision you want to create and gets into, these people have problems, these people have challenges, you actually are self-sabotaging. So it's saying, don't become callous, don't become mean, don't pity people. Relate with people in a way that you see them as becoming. And if you need to do anything for them, do it for them as people that are becoming, not people who deserve your pity and will stay where they are. Now, of course, it doesn't mean you can't help out, but the mentality must be equality. I must not look at a poor person as disadvantaged or lower than me. I must see that this is someone who just doesn't know, and who, if I help, know will become better. And that must be the angle. And in our business, we say don't prejudge. Okay, it's the reason why you don't prejudge, because everybody has some level of equality. I'm as unfit and I'm as unfit as you. I'm as unqualified as you. There are people that are more educated than me that are not wealthy. There are people that are, finer than me that are not wealthy. There are people that are stronger willed than me that are not wealthy. So I don't have anything that makes me better than that person that is poor. I mustn't see them as poor and in that state. I must see them as becoming rich. What they don't have is information. What they don't have is inspiration. My responsibility is to provide them with that. And if I can sort temporary things, I am only sorting temporary things for somebody who will be able to also provide support and value for me in the future. I hope this helps you clarify, Madam Felicia Ulubusola Adesoya. Okay. Any other questions? I will take a few more questions before we call it a day. I have a few other meetings lined up, as you must guess. Okay, thank you. It's clear. Any other person? Anything? Everyone is equal. I think that equality is big. There's a statement that was made by Jesus. It says, they were asking him who is the greatest, who is the greatest. And there are many ways to look at that angle. To say, he pointed at a child and it says, anybody like this is the greatest in God's kingdom. And you may wonder and say, is it the faith of a child? Is it maybe like a child? But I think a very strong undercurrent, which I've found to look at lately and doesn't look like a bad idea, is the fact that it's about equality. It's about realizing that if I serve everyone and understand that what God wants to do is actually bring everybody to a place where nobody's hungry, bring everybody to a place where nobody is sick, bring everybody to a place where nobody is sinning, if that is the ultimate Elysium, then if my activity is engendered towards making that a reality, I am actually cooperating with eternal intelligence to accomplish its aim in time, and I will be rich because I'm in the flow of things. I'm in God's flow, essentially. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Any other questions at all? Okay, it's clarified. Beautiful. Is there anybody else I want to ask? People are very quiet today. Where's my Mrs. Ogulisi? I'm not feeling your energy today. I need to know what's going on. Cyril Sedo has been quiet. Any questions? Any thoughts? Who else am I seeing today that is not as active as they've been? Mrs. Eugenia, I know you came in late. Any questions? Okay, great. In order not to have getting rich as an ambiguous goal, is it fine to set a desire in form of milestones that you can measure and tick off so that you can be on the next and the next? What do you advise? Yes, so you want to set what can happen within the next 1 year, what your mind can accomplish within the next 1 year. And then when that is done, it's not come once. It's not a genie box where you have 3 wishes. You can practice this every day. You can achieve the things you want to achieve in 40 days, have a 40 days plan, achieve your 40 days plan, and then set another 40 days plan. You can achieve a 1 year plan and set another 1 year plan. It's not a one-time use. You can use this as frequently, hold this as frequently. You can have a goal for this year. This year is ending in December. By December 20, this is what I want my reality to be. And the vision of what I want to accomplish becomes what drives my daily efficient action. Okay. So, that's important. Okay. I hope I've answered that question. So Maruf Alabi Gold says, here's a question. At what point do you draw a line or give up on people when everything around you is not helping you before you lose your inspiration too? So I think the first point is you first of all need to detach yourself, and because you can't teach them by teaching them. You need to teach. You won't teach poor people by we can do this together. No, you move out of that space and let the practice that took you out of that place, practice that is helping you and making you make progress, let that practice become what you will use to engage them and show them the way out. I always teach people that one rich person in the company of 6 poor people is the 7th poor person in disguise. If you surround yourself with too many people within the poverty realm, your mind will not advance towards your vision. You will be in the state that they are in and you will not leave. So you first of all need to detach yourself, set the goal, go for what you need to go for, and then relate with them. As I said, the best use you can give yourself is get rich, get out of the poverty. And then you can create a pathway that you can now explain to others and say, you know what, I did this in 40 days. I did this in 1 month. This is what I did. This is the result I'm getting. If you join me in doing this, you can achieve stuff together. But you need to ensure that per time, the imagery that is surrounding you is what is moving you in the positive direction, not drawing you back. I hope that clarifies, Maruf. Okay, I'm here just reflecting because all these things are happening to me already. Just came back from prospecting. Amazing. So we're going to have a little time to share a few coincidences, a few positive feedback and testimonies, so that we can hear what's going on as well. Okay, somebody says, that's why I must reach Black Diamond. Yes, I know Black Diamond it is. One may need to move away from some relationships for a season. Oh, yes. Yes, you must. Okay, if you look at the 5 people that you spend the most time with, and it looks like it is not the positive direction, you need to change 4 of them. Maybe one you're helping. You need to change 4 of them. And it may look like, what's going on with you? I don't know. No. You need to, for the sanity of your life and for the betterment of their future as well, you need to first of all deliver yourself so that you can deliver them. Okay? So that's important. Yes, you may need to move away. Okay, excellent. I have somebody who is raising up their hand. I will unmute you, Samuel Oluwaseun. If you want to type, you can type. If you want to speak, you can speak so that we can address your question. I've given you the permission to unmute. You can unmute so that we can hear what you want to ask. And you can show your video as well. Let's see your face. They say that it is the talk is in the eyes. So let's have you. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I really appreciate your presentations for the lectures. And this is the first time I'm joining this Zoom meeting. So I really appreciate. My question is not in the lecture we received, but I just want to ask because it's go in line with it. Like when you have idea and you know that idea is the main thing, and we are in the connected economy whereby you need to partner. But most of the time, when you look at the people you want to partner with, or you are fear to approach them because you are thinking they can outsmart you with your idea if you present it to them in the name that you want to partner with them. So what is the best way? What are the assignments one need to do that you really need these people to partner with them, but you are scaring of after you presenting your idea, they can outsmart you. What's the best way to
Okay, thank you very much, Samuel Oluwaseun. Like you said, it's a detour from what we're talking about, but there are excerpts of it as well that you can pay attention to. Somebody's already saying to you that you should come and partner with Green in this family. But let me explain. Partnership Partnership is the only way to achieve your maximum productivity. Leverage is available in partnership. Partnership means somebody can be sleeping and the other person is awake. So you can have a lot more time to do the work you're doing and you can have rest and balance. Partnership is the way to go. In fact, there's no way you can give birth to new life without a man and a woman partnering. There's no way you can produce the ultimate value, which is a human being, except for partnership. So partnership is the way to go. But partnership is not for babies and partnership is not for boys and girls. Every partnership that a baby has will not produce anything because they are not matured enough. Their sexual organs are not matured enough for them to come together into a partnership to produce another baby. That's a metaphor for saying that many times people try to partner and they are unequally yoked. One is a child and the other is an adult as far as the business is concerned. And when they come together, the world will call it abuse. So they will call it abuse. They'll say somebody's abusing somebody. When it comes together, it will not match. If they are both young, it will be indecent. If they are not matched, they'll be unequally yoked. So everybody has a responsibility of growing. Partnership is something we're able to operate better in when the two parties in the partnerships are matured. And I tell you for free, many people want to partner and they are not ready for partnership. Okay, because that thing, idea is not the main thing. Okay, there is a lot more than an idea. Okay, there's idea, there is execution. And there's a book that I bought one time. The book had 3,000 ideas. 3,000 ideas were in the book, and the book cost 3,000 naira. It means that each idea was valued at 1 naira per idea. So you can see the value of idea. Ideas are a dime a dozen. Okay, and that's why I talk about the efficiency of your actions. So you can hold on the vision of what you want to achieve and then take action. And as you grow, and the process of growth is another kettle of fish. Some of the things I will talk about in these laws, they are linked to the maturity process as well. Your ability to not be a victim, but be a victor. Your ability to plan your life around the actions you need to take and be able to take those actions. The ability to have a vision of the end and keep that vision reinforced and work towards that vision. Those are the key things that we'll discuss today that make you mature. When you're able to do this well, that you become sufficiently matured to begin to collaborate with other people. So if you are the first time here, I don't know if you're at Great Mondays, I recommend a very good starting point for you to begin to learn partnership is within the context of a network marketing organization. And I want to recommend that very firmly. Many people don't know that what they do when they come is not about to make money. What they first of all do is to grow, because whatever it is that you contain before you have the stamina to contain it will break you. So you want to ensure that as the money is coming, you are growing as well so that you can sustain what is coming thereafter. I hope I have answered your question. Okay, if I've answered your question, you can type there in the window and say, yes, I have answered, or thank you. I saw a comment. Okay. Someone says, we grow in several ways. Okay. It is the way you sit in the photograph that you will find yourself. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, great. Thank you. So growth is starting point. And this platform is a platform for growth. Any other questions before we lock it up today? I think it's been value for money. It's your 500,000 naira well spent. Well spent? Okay, great. So I think at that junction, if somebody is too shy to share their other questions, I'd like us to do something.